AC Milan are still leaders over in Italy as Internazionale keep up the heat. But of course, we have a double match day on our cards this week. But who's going to come out on top smiling? We'll take a little look next. Show today, we take a look at match day number 12 out in Italy, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe, and I'll give you a bang out today with all things Papanovs related, Serie A related, whoa, football related. We got it all here under one Ruski, of course. That's right, boys and girls. Of course, double match week this week out in Italy, as of course the Christmas comes right around. Of course, after this, I think it might be a bit of a break after this week. I don't know. I need to keep up the heat. I need to check the fixtures out. But anyway, we'll talk more about the double match week in a minute. Of course, I want a big shout out, of course, to the patrons. You know who you are. You do. You guys. I love you guys. I love my patrons. I really bloody do. They make me get up out of bed every single day. So I do appreciate you guys. I'm actually trying to get up to 25, but we're actually up to 22 right now. Looking for 3 more special people who could be the latest member of the gang, the Broverhood. Check out the link down below. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course the link to Patreon is patreon.com/Roverseas. Could you be number 23? Could you be the one that makes a big old smile on my face? Could it be you? It could bloody well be you. But anyway, let's get into it. Of course, take a look at how we all got on last time around when, of course, out in Serie A. Quick look at the recap of the old criteria. 0-3, you're in the shit-face gang. 4-6, straight-face club. And 7+ top bins. Top bloody bins, of course. So let's take a look at it, of course. First and foremost, kicking all the way back to Friday night. It was Sassuolo against Benevento, of course, on the 11th of December. Dominic Berardi on scored for Sassuolo as they won 1-0. Lucas Harrison get himself sent off, though, as Sassuolo ended the match with 10 men. But they won in the end. They got the 3 points. Actually, one of the 2-1 win for Sassuolo. Not too shabby. What else have I got going on here? Crotone, 4 winners over Spezia. Of course, last time out, this match last season was, of course, in Serie B. Crotone coming out on top. Junior Messias on the score sheet with Arcadus Reccia, Eduardo Enrique, and Junior Messias again with Diago Farias on the score sheet for Spezia. And a 4-1 win for Crotone. Actually, with a draw on this one. Yeah, shame. That's a big win for Crotone, though, at the foot of the table. Meanwhile, moving forward, what we have Torino against Udinese, 5-goal thriller there as well, going in favour of Udinese. Ignazio Pasuto on score sheet, Rodrigo De Paul, and Ilya Nuktrovsky as well, with Andrea Bellatelli, Federico Bonazzoli on score sheet for Torino as they lost 3-2 at home. Actually, with the 2-1 win for Torino. Shame on bloody me. Meanwhile, Lazio also lost to Verona. They're not the best season. Lazio stand in ninth at the moment. 2-1 win for Verona. Manuel Lazzari with a big fat OG. Adrian Tamezzi getting the winner for Verona as Filippo Casado getting the one goal for Lazio in the right end, of course. Actually, with a 3-0 win for Lazio. Shame on me as well. Meanwhile, Cagliari against Inter was in Sunday. That was on 13th of December. A 3-1 win for Inter Milan in the end. Nicolò Barella on score sheet with Daniel D'Ambrosio and Romelu Lukaku on the score sheet as well. 3-1 win, comfortable win for Inter Milan. Riccardo Sotti on the score sheet for Cagliari. Actually went with a 2-1 win, not too shabby. Meanwhile, we have Atalanta. They did beat Fiorentina 3-0 in the end. Robin Gusens on score sheet, Ruslan Malinovsky and Rafael Toloroy again. Atalanta the 3-0. Actually got this one bang on the bloody nose, folks. Bang on the bleeding bloody nose. So not too shabby there. Meanwhile, Bologna up against AS Roma, 5-1 win for Roma. Brian Cristagna with a big fat OG for Bologna. Andres Poli with a big fat OG for Roma. Edin Dzeko, Lorenzo Pellegrini, Jordan Vertut, and Henrik Mkhitaryan on the score sheet for Roma as they came out on top with a 5-1 win. Actually, with a 2-1 win, but hey, it's a win. A win's a bloody win. Meanwhile, Napoli, they did take care of business against my boy Sampdoria 2-1. Jakob Jankto on score sheet for Sampdoria. Hervin Lozano and Andrea Palatanga getting the winner for Napoli in the end. Actually went with a 3-0 win for Napoli. Not too shabby. Genoa. Do you know what I mean? Genoa, they lost to Juventus 3-1. Paolo Dybala on the score sheet with Cristiano Ronaldo with a couple of goals. Stefano Sturiaro on the score sheet for Genoa as they won 3-1. Got that one bang on the bloody noses. Bang on the bloody nose as well. And wrapping up though, my boy, or my tip for the title, AC Milan 2-2 against Parma. Hernani and Jasmine Kirkic on the score sheet for Parma. Tio Hernandez with a couple of goals there for AC Milan. I got that one wrong. But as you can see, I got myself 2, 4, 5, 6. Not too shabby, but it ain't good compared to some of you guys. I'll take a look at the table as it stands. Of course, AC Milan top the charts by 3 points. Napoli are in second. Inter Milan are third as it stands. Is that correct? I think it depends wherever you look, actually. I've got Inter Milan realistically in second. I don't know what they've got now. It's goal difference or goal scored. I don't bloody know. Inter Milan up there on level on points. Juventus, though, not too far away either. Sassuolo to 5th, Roma to 6th. Down the foot, so Crotone, Genoa and Torino going down. But it could all change in a double match week, of course, and it also could change in the prediction league, boys. Who's going to be singing at the end of this week? We've got 0-3 ship facing 4-6, trivial 7+. You're in the top bins, so let's take it on. Nathan Heaver, show me what you got, brother. You did all right, actually. Well done to you. Santa 99 also did bits. Ola Jojo, he hit a home run. Well done, brother. Well done indeed. Ultra also did very, very well indeed. Well done. Alan MC, he did okay. Simon Rex did bits. You're getting a free one right there, brother. The D-Man also did okay. He also gets a free one. Shane O'Donnell also doing very, very well indeed. Well done, brother. Ivan Stringer did bits. Owen Escobar also a home run for you, brother. Well done, well done. Deepak the Great did great. Cody Ho did fantastic. Look at that, son. Look at that's how it's done. Vincent Hong did okay. Shambo did poop. Ishan not too shabby. Dianis Canali also home run for you, brother. Well done indeed. Liam 2000 did bits. Shepard also did very, very well. Well done, well. You know what it means. Maggie Monday, you did bits. Gaming Charlie not too shabby. Joel then not too bad. Yannick Buster did bits. Alex Miller also did okay. Hans worse. Well done, brother. He knows how it's done. He knows how it's done indeed. Russell Frost also did very, very well. Well done, brother. Home run for you. Bobby Haber not too bad. Matt Gunner did bits. Bianca Mull also did very, very well. Well done, man. Well done indeed. Of course, Costas K, he's okay. He did very, very well this week, but not great considering. This is your leaderboard for this week. Take a bloody bow. There's a couple of years. There's 2 years. Russell Frost, Simon Rex. Look at that. 80% success rate out in match day number 12, out in Serie A. So take a bloody bow. They're your kingpins for this week and this week alone. But who is your overall kingpin out in Serie A? We'll take a little look at it. Close your eyes. Oh, now start to open them. Here's your top 10. It's on Maggie Monday. 64% success rate. Dennis Canali, not too far away either. Yannick Buster also in the top 3. Hansworth and Shepard in the top 5 alongside the D-Man with 57% success rate. It's still early days though. There's no. It's a marathon, not a bloody sprint. We still got plenty of games. Of course, double match week could all change. This time next week it could all be different. Let's get into it. Of course, take a look at Udinese taking on Crotone. Of course, this of course playing the 5th time for each other. The previous 4, 2 wins apiece. Of course, it bloody well is. Of course, the last time out in Udinese was back in 2018 in Serie A. 2-1 win for Crotone. Of course, back in April 2018. Goal scorers on the day: Simi and Marco Ferraroni on the score sheet with Kevin Lasagna on the score sheet for Udinese. Udinese have actually won the last 3. Crotone have actually failed to win the last 5 in the top flight. Of course, 1 win in the past 6 for Crotone. That was scored against Spezia the other day. 3 wins in the past 4 for Udinese in all competitions. Their only defeat was against Fiorentina in the Coppa Italia. Quick look at the situation out in the bookies. I say, quick look at the situation in the bookies. That's right, I will take a look at the bookies, and we've got 20-13 on for Udinese. 13-5 is your draw, 24-5 is your Crotone. Crotone coming to this in, of course, bottom of the pops, but a win for them, they could actually go as high as 18th. Udinese coming to this in 10th, and a win for them, they could remain 10th, of course. Still a bit of a gap between themselves and 9th place Lazio. I've gone with a new draw on this one, which will be a point in the bag for Crotone, of course, buoyed on from the point or the win the other day. Next up, though, we have Benevento taking on Lazio, of course. Lazio a bit sloppy these days. Anyway, played each other in the past 4 times, 3 wins for Lazio, 1 draw, nothing of a Benevento. Of course, last time out in Benevento was back in 2017. It was a 5-1 win for Lazio in the top flight. Goodness gracious me, Bastos, Nani, Marco Pariolo, Adam Marukovic, and Sirio Immobile on the score sheet for Lazio. Arif Lazazar on the score sheet for Benevento. Heading into this, Lazio actually won the last 3 away. Also scored at least 2 goals in the last 3 away matches as well. They're coming to this just 1 win in 5 in all competitions. That was against Spezia, of course, on the road. Whereas Benevento coming to this 1 win in 6. That was against Fiorentina, of course, quite a few games back as well. Look at the bookies. Odds on this one. Benevento 15-4 the draw is the win. 13-5 is draw. 4-3 on is your away win. That is, of course, Lazio. Stone cold favourites for this one. Lazio coming to this in 9th for the win for them. They could actually go as high as 7th. Benevento coming to this in 15th for the win for them. They could actually go as high as 10th in the tier. Indeed, I've gone with a 1-1 draw on this one. Yeah, I'm not convinced with Lazio at the moment. They've left me with a bad funky taste in my mouth. I just don't know what it is. Next up we have Juventus against Atalanta. This could be an all guns blazing one. This one, or of course, would be a damp square. But anyway, they played each other in the past 130 times. 71 wins for Juventus, 15 wins for Atalanta, and 44 draws. The last 6 sees 2 for Juventus, 1 for Atalanta, 3 bloody draws, including a draw last time out in Turin. It was back in lockdown. 2-2 draw, of course, in the end. Goal scorers Ronaldo with a couple of goals there for Juventus. Of course he was. Devan Zapata as well. Rusin Maliovsky as well for Atalanta. Heading into this, Juventus actually won 20 of the last 24 matches at home, scoring at least 2 goals in 16 of the last 18 home matches as well. They also scored at least 2 goals in 16 of the last 20 matches at home against Atalanta in all competitions. They're also undefeated in the last 20 home matches against Atalanta in all competitions. They like playing Atalanta at home. Indeed they do. But of course, coming into this, 4 wins on the spin for Juventus, including wins in the Champions League, was Atalanta just 1 defeat past 5 for them. That was against Verona Verona, of course, at the back end of November. Look at the situation at the bookies. Of course, Juventus will be favourites 11-10 for the victory. 13-5 is your draw. 29-10 is your Atalanta on this one. Atalanta comes in 8th, and for them, they could go into 7th. Juventus comes in 4th, and they could actually go high 2nd in the table, of course, with a big fat W. I've gone with Juventus on this one with the 2-win. I expect Ronaldo to score 1 goal at least. Next up, though, we have Fiorentina taking on Sassuolo. Let's get into it. Of course, played each other 14 times in the past. 6 wins for Fiorentina, 4 for Sassuolo, and 4 bloody draws. Of course, last 6, 2 for Fiorentina, 3 for Sassuolo, and 1 draw. Last time out in Fiorentina was back in July. In lockdown was a 3-1 win for Sassuolo, of course. That was on July 1st. Giorgi De Frey with a couple of goals there. Mitt Mulder as well. Patrick Crotone scored for Fiorentina as they lost. Fiorentina have actually failed to score in 5 of the last 6 matches. Sassuolo have actually clean sheet in 5 of the last 6 matches as well. Sassuolo undefeated in 10 of the last 11 away matches as well. Heading into this, just 1 defeat the past 6 for Sassuolo. That was against Inter Milan, whereas on the flip side, just 1 win the past 6 for Fiorentina. That was again the Coppa Italia against Udinese. Looks like it was on extra time or pens or something like that. Heading into this, though, 7-5 for Fiorentina, 50-8 for Sassuolo, 12-5 is your bloody draw. Of course, Sassuolo coming into this in 5th, and for them, they could actually go as high as 2nd in the table, whereas Fiorentina coming into this in a bit of a bother at the moment. A win could actually get them up to maybe as high as 11th, but they could also end up in the drop zone if things don't go their way this weekend. I've gone with the 2-1 win for Sassuolo to take the 3 points and again move on up the table. Next up, we have Genoa taking on AC Milan. Of course, my boys, my tip for the title. Pretty sure the 106 times the best. 21 wins for Genoa, 52 wins for AC Milan, and 33 draws. That is right. The last 6 sees 1 for Genoa, 4 for AC, and 1 bloody draw. Of course, last time out in Genoa was a 2-1 win for AC Milan back in October 2019. There's a lot going on in this game. Theo Hernandez, Frank Kessie on the score sheet for AC Milan. Lasso Schoening himself a goal, but however, Riccardo Sporanora, David Beriashi get himself sent off. David Calivara, Samu Castaljo get himself sent off, as both teams ended up with 9 men, and of course 3 points went to AC. AC Milan have actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 13 matches. AC Milan also undefeated in the last 23, and they come into this looking very, very good, winning 4 of the past 5. That last other game was a draw just the other day. That was in all competitions as well. Just 1 win and 6 for Genoa against Sampdoria in the Coppa Italia as well. Heading into this, bookies odds on this one. Genoa 7-1 for the victory, 18-5 is your draw, 2-5 or 5-2 on is your AC. AC Milan come to this 3 points clear of Inter Milan. There could be a 6-point lead at the top of the table. Of course, Genoa are in the drop zone, and with them, they could get out of it at the expense of Fiorentina if everything else goes their way. But they won't go their way. I've gone with the 2-1 for AC Milan on this one to put it in the bag. Next up, we have Inter Milan taking on Napoli. Another fruity one. It's 2nd against 3rd or 3rd against 2nd, depending on how you look at the table. Played each other in the past 159 times. 69 wins for Inter, 49 wins for Napoli, and 41 draws, of course. The last 6 sees 3 for Inter, 2 for Napoli, and 1 draw. Last time out in Milan was a 2-0 win back in lockdown in July. Of course, going in favour of the hosts. Daniel D'Ambrosio on the score with Lautaro Martinez as well. Heading into this, Inter Milan have actually scored at least 3 goals in the last 4 matches. And they've also kept a clean sheet in the last 4 home matches against Napoli in all competitions. So coming into this, winning 4 of the past 5, drawing the other on the flip side. Napoli unbeaten in 6 in all competitions, including the Europa League. Look at the situation out in the bookies. The bookies have it. 11-10 for Inter Milan, 13-5 is your draw, 9-4 is your Napoli on this one for the away win. Of course, Napoli come to this in 3rd, and for them they could go 2nd. Inter Milan come to this in 2nd. I don't know why the other thing has them elsewhere. Did they have half a point or something like that? I just don't know why Napoli's above them for whatever reason. But anyway, win for Inter Milan on 24 points. It does say they were deducted a point. That's why. That's bloody why. I don't know why that calculation doesn't have it in it. Inter Milan are 2nd on merit. But a win for them. They could go top of the pops. Oh, yeah, above their nearest endeavours, of course, AC Milan. But I've got a win for AC, so I doubt it's going to happen. I'll go on with a 3-2 win, though, for Inter Milan to get the 3 points, keep up the heat with, of course, AC Milan. Next up, we have Parma against Cagliari, of course. Take a close look at this one then. Played each other 47 times in the past. 20 wins for Parma, 14 wins for Cagliari, and 13 draws, of course. The last 6, last 4, should I say. 1 win for Parma, 2 for Cagliari, 1 bloody draw. And that draw was then Cagliari last time around. However, last time in Parma was a 3-1 win for Cagliari back in September 2019. Lucas Capelli with a couple of goals there. Giovanni Simeone as well. Antonio Barriella on the score sheet for Cagliari. Heading into this, Parma have actually drawn their last 3 home matches. Cagliari have actually conceded at least 2 goals in 8 of the last 10. They've also failed to win 10 of the last 11 away from home. They come into this just 1 win in the past 5. That was against Verona in the Coppa Italia, whereas unbeaten in the last 4. That is Parma, picking up 2 draws and 2 wins to boot in all competitions, including the Coppa Italia. Heading into this, though, the bookies odds 5-4 for Parma, 12-5 is your draw, 21-10 is your Cagliari on this one. Cagliari comes to this in 11th. With them, they could actually go as high as 10th. Parma come to this in 14th. in the win for them. They could also go as high as 10th in the table. Indeed, I've gone with a 0-0 draw. Can't really separate the two sides. Can you? Make sure you get your picks in nice and early for this week. Double match week, of course. Spezia taking on Bologna. Let's take a look at this bad boy then, shall we? Played each other in the past 8 times. 2 wins for Spezia, 4 for Bologna, and 2 draws. Of course, the last 6 sees 2 wins apiece and 2 bloody draws. Last time out in Spezia was all the way back in 2014 in Serie A. It was a 1-1 draw, of course, back in November 2014. Daniele Cassia on the score sheet for Bologna. Felice Piccolo on the score sheet for Spezia. Heading into this, Bologna have actually lost 7 of the last 8 away matches in Serie A, and they come into this Spezia 1 win and 5, of course, and that was in the Coppa Italia against Bologna. On the flip, against Bologna, of course, on the flip side, 2 wins in the past 6 for Bologna. The rest have been defeats. So yeah, this one's going to be tight. This one, of course. Take a look at the bookies odds on this one. Then Parma. So shall we? Spezia 94 for the hosts. 5-2 is draw. 23-20 is your Bologna on this one. Bologna coming to this in 12th in with them. They could actually go as high as 10th in the table, whereas Spezia coming to this in 16th in with them. They could actually go above Cagliari up until as high as 10th in the table. I've gone with a 0-0 draw on this one as well. I can't separate the two sides. I really can't. Into the final 2. Here we go. Hellas Verona taking on Sampdoria. In the past, played each other 56 times, 14 wins for Verona, 23 wins to Sampdoria, and 19 draws. That's right. Last 6 sees 2 for Verona, 3 for Sampdoria, 1 draw, of course. Last time out in Verona was a 2-0 win for Verona back in October 2019. It was Mariusz Kumbula on the score with Nicolas Muru getting a big fat OG, going in favour of Verona. Heading into this, though, Sampdoria have actually conceded at least 2 goals in the last 5, and they've also failed to win their last 6 matches. In a bit of trouble, Sampdoria at the moment, losing 5 of the past 6. On the flip side, unbeaten in the last 3. That's Verona picking up 2 wins and a draw to boot. Quickly, the bookies odds on this one: 6-5 for Verona, 12-5 is your draw, 11-5 is your Sampdoria on this. Sampdoria coming to this in 13th and win for them. They could actually go as high as 10th in the table, whereas Verona coming to this in 7th in the table and win for them. They could actually go as high as 5th in the league. Bloody spacious me. I've gone with a 2-1 win for Verona on this one. What have you guys got? Make sure you put your picks in nice and early for this one. Double match week. That's wrapping it up. It'll be Roma up against Torino. Of course, in Roma, played each other in the past 160 times. 65 wins for Roma, 52 wins for Torino, and 43 bloody draws. The last 6, though, sees 4 for Roma, 2 for Torino, no draws. Last time out in Roma was a 2-0 win for Torino back in January 2020, of course. Goals, Andrea Balotelli with a couple of goals there. Torino, of course he was. Torino have actually conceded at least 2 goals in the last 8 of the last 10 matches. They've also scored at least 2 goals in 8 of the 10 matches as well. They come to this 1 win and 6 for Torino. That was against whoever that is, Entella, Coppa Italia. Whereas Roma coming to this, just 1 defeat the past 4 for them in all competitions, including the Europa League as well. Look at the situation and the bookies. Roma, it's on Thursday night, 9-4 for Roma on 50-4 is draw, 11-2 is your away win. That is, of course, Torino. Torino coming to this in the relegation though, but a win for them. They could actually go above Fiorentina in the process. Roma coming to this in 6th and win for them. They could actually go as high as 2nd in the table, of course, if everything else goes their way, pal. I've gone with a 2-0 win for Roma, which means it will go their way a little bit, just a little bit. And how little will it do to the table? Well, I'll tell you how it will do to the table. This is what the table will look like at the end of it. AC Milan still top of the pops, 3 points clear over Inter Milan as it stands. Juventus 3rd, Sassuolo up to 4th, Napoli, Roma in the top 6 as well. At the foot of the table, Crotone, Genoa and Torino going down as it stands. Of course, it could all change though, double match week this week, so get your picks in on probably on Thursday, so make sure you stick by for that one, for of course the prediction league indeed. So that, my friends, is all I've got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. If you're new, smash your subscribe button. Keep you bang up to date with all things Serie A related, Blabbing Rose related. Whoa, football we're gonna know here under one Ruski, of course. That's right, boys and girls. Be sure to give the video some love in. Check out the links down below: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course if you could become the latest brother of the mother. We're trying to get up to 25 patrons. We're up to 22 right now. You could become the latest member of the Brotherhood, supporting the channel behind the scenes, the latest VIP executive producer of the channel. That is right. So make sure you check that sucker out. But that's it. Again, double match week. Probably be back on Thursday because of course the last game is on Thursday. I'm not going to come anytime sooner than that. It's a lot going on this week and it's absolutely bedlam. So I do appreciate the support. Make sure you bang the thumbs up, bang the subscribe, share with your buddies, and we'll be back next time around for some more Patreon predictions.